I won't choose to live as if I would have followed a lead. I'll only give my all, and that's my destiny. Freezing up, we're all afraid to fall down, but I'll pick you up, 'cause you're my blood. But try to bring me down, I'll show you that I'm made of love.
Many of the people we talked to said that there was something theatrical about looking for and keeping a job. That you have to be an actor in the interview, in the lunchroom, and when talking to your boss. Our research findings will be presented to you now as a form of theater. It will remain as true to the words of the research participants as possible. It will remain true to the theatricality of what they have experienced. We welcome you to watch the Theater of Canadian Experience. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Canada's next newcomer professional. I am your host, Joanne Smith, and tonight we will see 3 recently arrived immigrants compete in a highly competitive job market for their dream life. Contestants, take your positions. One more thing, and this is the most important thing. Make sure that you always remember Canadian experience, small talk, solid resume, network yourselves, boundaries, politeness, the right inflection. How are you? Fine, nice weather. Never talk about that. Never ask that. Don't worry, it's common sense, common sense, common sense, common sense. Canadian experience, Canadian experience, Canadian experience, Canadian experience, Canadian experience, Canadian experience, Canadian experience. Go!
So, what was it?
I don't know. It was just that this was the right person for the job and the others weren't.
So what makes them not right for the job?
It's the fit.
Fit?
Yes, fit.
Can you explain fit?
No, you can't explain it.
My name is Lubna Khalid, and I am from Pakistan. I am from Cuba.
My family and I immigrated from China.
Colombia.
I was born in Morelia, Mexico, and I am from St. Vincent.
I am from Colombia.
I was born in Albania.
Mexico.
I'm from Taiwan.
Words that I didn't want to hear was the Canadian experience and Canadian education. I didn't have Canadian experience and I didn't have Canadian education. I studied a lot and I'm a self-learner, but I thought I don't have a paper with a stamp from Canada. And in the beginning I said, no, I don't want to go that direction, because everybody's saying, you know, you start as a driver, you start as a, construction worker, everybody's going the same road. And saying, but why? They brought us as skilled workers here. I didn't came here to do driving. I'm not against driving, it's just I didn't came here to drive and to do construction. I was invited by the government of Canada because of my skills to contribute to this country and not left behind as somebody who didn't have any skill.
I don't want your social assistance.
or any governmental assistance. I want to stand on my own leg. I want to stand on my own leg with dignity. I want to contribute for the development of this beautiful city, this region, and this country. So I beg you, give me a chance to prove my skills, to use my knowledge and experience.
It's not just the individual who has to adapt to the Canadian culture. It's that Canadian employers need to evaluate themselves in terms of their own internal cultures, their own internal processes, to be more open and receptive and positive about leveraging the skills of internationally qualified professionals.
Yep.
So
but the bottom line is, in the future talent pool, especially, looking 10 years out, as demographics change and more of the people who've been here for generations retire and are replaced in the workforce by people who've come more recently, we are going to be looking for the top talent from among people who are from diverse populations, and in many cases who were born outside the country. So if you're
staggering stats on how Canada is changing and the landscape of Canada is changing. And you probably have seen those stats. You've definitely seen the stat below, which talks about in 2031, 1 in 4 people in this country will be born outside of this country, and 1/3 of Canadians will be reporting to be a visible minority. Again, and this isn't just within urban metropolitan areas. This is across the entire Canadian population.
50% of the people who live, say, in the GTA marketplace are people who were born outside the country. So by definition, the very people you're trying to sell products to or get as your banking customers or whatever are people who came from somewhere else. So why wouldn't you want to have inside your own enterprise to lend the expertise, the experience, the understanding of all of those different groups of people, people who represent that marketplace into which you are selling your services?
So we need employees who understand the experiences of our customers. And it's as simple as that from your business case. This is what our country will look like, and we need to hire the best and the brightest, which includes hiring from these demographics.
It's because hiring managers want the hiring process to be predictable, both in terms of the candidate, what they're going to get when the person joins them.
We can do these things without saying, well, where did you get that experience? Where did you learn that skill? Did you learn that skill in India, or did you learn that skill in Canada? To me, a great salesperson is a great salesperson. If you know how to communicate and sell, and you have a great way with people, you will be very effective in your job. It doesn't matter if you had learned how to sell in India and learned how to sell in Canada, you can be a great salesperson. And every organization should provide your staff, whether it be a new Canadian or a new graduate who grew up and raised and was educated in Canada, you need to be provided with training. You need to develop your competence.
Today, you have this odd situation in Canada where we have companies that are looking for talent, especially in some areas where we're short, and you have people who are here in the country that have been invited to come here with those skills, and we can't seem to sort of get them together.
I thought it was a terrific opportunity for people from a wide variety of professional backgrounds, personal experiences to get together and talk about issues that we're all grappling with.
It's wonderful because it brings together people that are not normally together from the corporate sector and the community and everything in between, because the spectrum is very broad. And, I think that was very interesting.
I think we have to continue to have programs like this and projects like this and forums like this, and we have to find ways to bring those employers into the room or take this to those employers. Make it easy for them, because they're just trying to make sure that their business survives next week, next month, next year.
Because there are many people that are HR professionals. They are going through courses through university and through college, and I wondered what was being taught in regards to working with newcomers or any diverse group through the colleges and universities.
To my mind, it has to move employers to action. It's really how can we translate this into solutions and actual action.
Like I said, wanna breathe you in so you can show me what you made of. Oh, my, show me what you made of. Yeah, yeah,